Hey there, trombone people. We're at the top of page 9, and we are on number 22, and we've got a couple new things to talk about in this one. The first thing we'll see is we've got two big brackets over the first four measures and then another bracket over the second four measures, and these are called phrase brackets. This doesn't have anything to do with the way we perform the music necessarily. It has to do with how we analyze the music and how we understand the music. And music gets talked about a lot like sentence structure in English. We have phrases, we have sentences, we have kind of complete thoughts. And so in this one, it's the first phrase and kind of a comma, and then the second phrase. Another way you can think about it is a question and an answer. So the first phrase is the question, the second phrase is an answer. And that'll become important when we start talking about first and second endings. Okay, so with phrasing, you can start to see patterns. It doesn't really happen in this one, but we'll start recognizing some patterns later on down the page where the music from the first phrase and the music from the second phrase in the first half of each phrase usually is pretty similar. And you can start recognizing that once you've learned part of a phrase, then you've learned about half the song because that part of the phrase is repeated. So these longer songs may look complicated, but you might realize in looking at the phrases that about half the music exists in the first half of the song, and a lot of it gets repeated. So the other thing that's new here are the vocabulary words solo and tutti. Solo means to have one player play a section, and tutti means to have the rest of the orchestra or the band rejoin, so everyone plays. And these two things are ways to delineate and to pick out people who might be featured. There are longer solos in some pieces that feature an instrument. You want that certain sound color to come out. And then they have an area where the band will come back in. So often they don't mark tutti in the parts, but they'll often mark if something is a solo specifically. So here we go. Let's try this out. And in this one, it's going right up the scale and right back down the scale. So we'll do it in all three tempos as we always do. Number 22. 1, 2, ready, go. Medium tempo. And our quicker tempo. 1, 2, ready.